2024 was when I built my VR game from the ground up, from crazy glitches and new mechanics and huge FPS gains. It's been a wild ride, honestly speaking. It's been a really wild ride. In case you're new here, I'm Galvanic Freak, a solo game developer behind Whispers of the Tarnished City. Over the past year, I've faced so many goddamn challenges and had a few big wins, like getting into the Oculus Start program, and I learned more than I thought was possible about VR game development. I thought I would be able to learn a lot more, but I guess I reached my limit of what I could do this year. So let's dive into 2024 and how it shaped my game. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future updates. 2024 began with a fresh pizza. I'm hungry. Forget that. No, I meant I started off the year by making a custom base for my game mechanics. I wanted to rebuild the whole thing from scratch, like the movement, weapons, magic system, without any prior knowledge in coding for VR. I think just after about a month or two on working on it, I kind of gave up and decided to use Jonathan's GDX's UVRT template to speed up the development, and it was the right decision to make. Honestly speaking, man, it was a game changer. It cleared most of the basics like movement, climbing, crouching, all the menu systems that are required when you're making a VR game, and some basic weapon setup for the time. So I could kind of focus on designing cool gameplay mechanics or puzzles and do some level design stuff instead of spending weeks on debugging my own custom system. And while we're still here, if you would like to support the development of Whispers of the Tarnished City, please do check out my Patreon. Your support will help this project stay alive and allow me to create even more immersive content just for you. So for all the Patreon members, I'm trying to upload weekly updates on the game and what I'm currently working on. After a few months, I turned to the art style once some of the technical stuff like the movement system and the puzzles were sorted out. I wanted something immersive, visually unique, something which could be highly optimized as well. After experimenting with realistic, low poly, cartoonish anime and hand painted styles, I eventually settled down with a mixture of Bioshock's atmosphere and Arcane's painterly look. And yeah, so I finalized with an hand painted with an anime-ish art style for the environment. So at one point I was creating the master material, the material which is used on almost every single environmental object. I was like so excited to see this brush strokes, like black and white brush strokes coming up on top. But from inside I felt like I could do something better. This isn't right. And after grinding it out for weeks on end, I was like, look at this, bro. Look at this. This looks like a place where huge brushstrokes were actually used in the environment. Man, the first time I got this material working, I had a feeling deep inside me. I had like, I've made it. This is so satisfying. This is what I wanted to make. And yeah, I was so happy with this. It's been so much fun seeing my world come to life over the past year. One of the highlights of 2024 was getting some of the game mechanics and the weapons working. So for the weapons, I started off with the basics. I was like, I want to make a pistol. So I started with a reference of a Glock, got a basic Glock single shooting fire gun working, understanding how that works. Then I was like, I was playing Apex Legends and I was playing CSGO at the time. And I was like, I want that RE45. And at the same time, I was like, I want that CZ75 working within my game. And I was like, let's make an SMG. Then I was like, I want to make a revolver. Why not? So I made a revolver. And after a few weeks of just working on this, I stumbled upon a video by Brandon Herrera, a gun YouTube. And I was like, damn, this guy has made something amazing. I want to make that AK-50 as well. So I made an AK-50. And now in my game, I have a rifle as well as a sniper. So after a few months of grinding, it was working. It still needs refinement because I got the basic stuff working. Now I need to put in that haptic feedback that when you shoot it, you feel it when the controller vibrates. And finally, the real star of the game, the signature weapon, the Wreckage. The one weapon that I've spent the most time on until now, and it still needs its refinement and some work to be done on. testing these out was actually a challenge, and creating a full testing area for all my mechanics and stuff was the best feeling. Yeah, I also tested a lot of puzzles, and a game VR game thrives on its interactivity with all these crucial parts, and these tests are really important to nailing the game feel down. By the way, Whispers of the Tarnished City is now on Steam and the PlayStation Store. If you're excited about what you've seen so far, please do wishlist the game. It helps an indie developer like me to reach a lot more players on these platforms. Oh man, optimization. That was a huge focus for me. I love optimization, man. When I started, I was facing a huge FPS issues. It was real bad. I was getting like 25-30 FPS in VR, man. You don't want to play a game at 25 or 30 FPS. Any game in the market which is running at 25 to 30 FPS is not worth it, man. Not at all. This was because I was trying to use the latest shit which was given by Unreal, and all the different offerings like Nanite, Lumen, Landscape, Foliage, and all stuff I wanted to add in my game. At one point, I was like, nah, bro. Not acceptable, and I started learning about different methods of optimization, like lowering your texture resolution, using mip maps, trim sheets, instances, testing out a lot of different project settings, and finally on my PC I was able to hit 400 FPS above, and I was like, damn bro, let's go 400 FPS, man. And similarly on my laptop I was able to hit like 300 something FPS, and for reference this is my PC specs, and for reference this is my laptop specs, and I was like, let's go, I finally did it. And this year I was also able to give a talk, thanks to Akash, aka JJ, for letting me do this. And that talk about VR optimization in my city helped me refine these techniques even further, and that was the first time that I ever gave a talk in front of so many people, and it felt scary but amazing as well. And that video is here on the top right hand corner of your screen if you'd like to get into the technical jargon of this stuff. So speaking of refinement, I'd like your feedback on what all puzzles or mechanics you would like to see in Whispers of the Tarnished City. Drop a comment below and share your ideas, because I'm always looking for great ways to make the game even better. And the best idea, I'll add it to the game and you'll get a shout out in the next video. One of my favorite additions for 2024 was the Foliage interactable plugin by Prismatica Dev. An amazing YouTuber and Twitch streamer, 100% recommended. But the plugin, it added a whole new level of immersion within VR, making the environment feel so much more alive, man. Making the grass interactable and the bushes move when you are stepping on top of it or when you put your hand on it. It's amazing. You need to try it. I also added a whiteboard for the players to interact with, because who doesn't love drawing in VR? Who doesn't love drawing in VR? Looking back at 2024, it has been an incredible journey. From rebuilding systems to creating fully optimized scenes and interactable experiences within VR, Whispers of the Tarnished City is shaping up to be something I am really proud of. So, thank you for being a part of this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, share it with your friends who love VR games, and don't forget to wishlist Whispers of the Tarnished City on Steam or the PlayStation Store, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Cheers to an exciting 2025. See you there. Johnny.